All right, make sure you got a chair, upright seat. Sitting at the front edge so your central pillar goes straight down to the earth using the chair and two legs. Hands are on the thighs. In through the nose, long, smooth, and full. Out through the nose or the mouth. Feel free as you're sitting there to, like right now for me, I'm feeling movement that I'd like to do in my toes and feet, my ankles, kind of rolling them. I might lift one heel up and then press it down to loosen up my calf. Might roll my hips, legs open to clear out my hips or roll them in a little. Might arch my back extra, shrug shoulders, spread the fingers. So movement, not being afraid to allow movement to process through your body. And I'd say that's especially important with the Parkinson's symptoms, right? When the body has that sort of movement that it wants to do, get on board with that movement and allow it to process all the way through. Let it satisfy what it wants to do as we do our meditation. So that when you do your own meditation, you're not holding on and having all the movement symptom if that's what's kicking up. Instead, you're really freeing the channels, freeing your mechanisms. So big breath in through the nose. That's opening everything up, and out through the nose or mouth, settling everything, softening. And for me, I got soreness because I've been adding some running into my life and some other weightlifting. So when I'm doing my sitting, I feel a lot of sore muscles that want to wiggle and writhe. And so it feels very natural to allow that to happen. So allow that in your own world. Another 3 or 4 breaths. So that's informal and intuitive movement that you might explore. Now let's do our formal movement, our Shenfa or body mechanism methods. Slide hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, arch your back, lift the chin, look up, spinal extension, and then spinal flexion. Slide your hands forward past your knees, round the back, drop the head, spinal flexion. Inhaling as you arch, hands, elbows, shoulders back. That would be natural inhale. And then natural exhale. As you slide hands and round the back, drop. 3 more. Remember, you're also improving the internet connection between the brain, the central nervous system, and the peripheral nervous system by being relaxed and oozing and smoothly moving through ranges of motion rather than fast and rigid and sort of clumsy. We're smooth. So improving internet connection, improving network connection between brain and body. Now, from the neutral position into the twist, left hand forward, right hand and elbow back, twist. And then back to center with the inhale and twist. If you got that down, you want to add a little bit, put your hand that you're extending on the inside of the knee so that as you turn to your right, your left leg is sort of pressing open. So your groin area should be opening a little extra. And then when you come back, you switch that. So now it would be your right hand on your right inner knee as you turn left. And then inhale back to center, and then left hand on inside of left knee, turn right. Inhale. Exhale. One more each way. And back to center. Hang the arms loose. Shift the weight to the right buttock. Lean sideways. Left wrist up, left foot up, just dangling there for a moment. And then back to center, buoying the top of your head up. And then side. And then middle. Side. Middle. Side. And middle. Scapular range of motion. Forward, up. Back, down. Neutral, forward, up. Two more. Reverse. Back, up, forward, neutral. Back, up, forward, down, neutral. Back, up, forward, neutral. Two more. And loose. Step your feet together, fold forward, swing hands forward and out. Tip back, bring the arms around, in. Forward and out. Around and in. Second level, forward and up. Out. Down with palms facing forward, neutral. Forward and up. Down. Forward and all the way up. Big open. Down. Neutral. Forward and up. Big open. One more. Reverse, start low, back and out, forward and in. Neutral, back and out, forward and in. Neutral, back, out, up, chest level, forward, down. Neutral, again, back, out, up, chest height. All the way, big full range. Neutral, out, up, keep going up. Neutral, one more. Bend your elbows, flare the elbows out and up, down, around and in, touch, down, up, down, around and in. Touch those elbows, touch them. Make sure to get them to touch and down. Pull your elbows back, down, forward, up, forward, down, back, down, forward, up, forward and down, then out to the side, left hand above, right hand below, cross and wrap. Open. Other hand above, other hand below, cross, wrap. Open. One more of each. Down. Palms out in front. Turn palms down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Turn, 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 turn. Make sure to finish the full range, even if you go a little faster. Even if you go a little faster still, eventually there's this, right? You see the speed that I'm doing that, but I'm still getting to both ranges. And the key to that is I'm not doing anything extra in my wrist. My wrist doesn't do anything, but I'm turning this. So this one going slow can eventually lead to very fast. And that's just really healthy for carpal tunnel, arthritic issues, wrist issues, and also just shaking out any of that like sort of stuck energy in the hands, right? So this loose, and then ragdoll as well. And then open. Hands come in, elbows go out and around. And so really see how much I'm hollowing here. My elbows get way in front of the body. The back broadens open. And then neutral. And then when you take hands out, the front of the body opens and unfolds. And then there's a neutral. But then this one here, elbows around. So the body folding and closing broadens and opens the back channels. Neutral, open. And this one is super important often because we avoid this shape. Even if people have bad posture, they're sort of stuck halfway into this shape. They never quite finish it. And then so by finishing that and then learning how to come out of it and all the way to this shape. Let's do it again. So this sort of quote unquote bad posture, we're hollowing the front, sort of collapsing the front, let the head drop even, and then neutral, and there's now a buoyancy with the spring-loaded torso mechanics. Now stay here, step wide apart, wide stance. So we're here. Left hand up, over, down. Now hold that shape for a moment. Just feel what's happening. This groin opening, the body side bending, twisting, and closing. Then top and bottom open. Top closing to your left, bottom remains open. Top and bottom open. Inhaling. Exhale. Top and bottom open. Top closes, bottom stays open. One more each. And up, cross, out in front. Right, so we're out in front. And then let the arms fall and separate. Folded and closed. Cross, lift. Opening, unfolding. Arms down, 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 down in this open position. And then up over top, other wrist on top. Cross, close. Inhale. Feel that that springy quality there. Exhale. That spring in the other direction. That folding, closing, opening, unfolding, closing. One more. And then neutral, neutral, wrists over top, roll through, point forward, turn palms up, over top, roll through, over top, roll through, roll, roll. And underneath, roll over top, turn, underneath, roll, turn, roll. And Lana, make sure you finish. So rather than just here, see how I can sort of make a circle? It looks like I'm doing a circle, but this mechanism, not much is happening there versus under. So make sure you, yeah, there, and then over top. Right. So what's most important is the thoroughness, then the speed without losing the thoroughness. And hands up. Spread, gather, spread, gather, spread, gather, spread. Claw to a fist, open. Claw to a fist, open. Claw. Claw. Open. Bird beak. 5 fingers, bend. Release, bend back. 5 fingers and bend. Back. Bend. Back. Bend. Monkey paw. Pinky, ring, middle. Important part is they're not tucked in like this. They're long. Folded onto the palm. And then chopsticks. So pinky, ring, middle, and boom. And then back. Feel what that does to all these little spaces in here, the carpal and metacarpal spaces. Right, so function is maintained through full, proper use of a mechanism. And as we age, that just becomes more and more and more important. If we have any illness of any kind, it becomes even more important that we do it regularly. Scoot back on your chair. Load, push, load, down. Other leg, load, push, load, down. And load, push, load, and switch. Foot and ankle range of motion, straight leg, point, flex, point, flex. And tilt the foot in, out, in, out, in, out. Circle, in, point, out, flex. Reverse. Switch. Point and flex. Tilt the foot a little in, out, in, out, in. Circles. Reverse. And down. Scoot to that front edge of your chair again. Legs together. Right leg first. Lift the toes. External. Then lift the heel. Heel goes out, knee falls in. That's internal rotation from the right hip socket. Then external, toe and knee out. Toe down, heel out, knee in. Final time, toe and knee out, full range. And then in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Once more, same leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together. Other leg. 1, 2. Toe and knee out, 3. Heel out, knee in, 4. Toe and knee out, 5. Walk it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close. Walk it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and together. Both of them. 1, 2, 3, and in. 1, 2, 3. Once more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Together. Feet hip distance. Hands on knees. Hip hinge forward from the hips. And turn your fingers in. Your elbows come around. And fold all the way in half. Opening the back. Bringing out the shoulders. Sit up straight. Arms go to neutral. Tip back from the hips. Back. Let's do it again. Hip hinge. As you hinge, turn on the hands. Elbows come around to this internally rotated position. And then sit up. Arms neutral. Tip back. Sit up. Turn on those hands. Elbows come around. Fold. Sit up. And neutral. Same thing, but with wide stance. Fold. Turn on those hands. Elbows come around. Drop into that space. And then sit up. Arms neutral. Tip back. 2 more. Up. And fold while internally rotating arm. Up and back. Up and fold. Up and back. Dragon stirs the seat. Tip to the right as you fold to the right. Elbows flare out. Flow through the front. Over to the left side. Stay left as you go back. As you get good at this one, really let it ripple through the whole heavenly pillar of the spine. So the pelvis is primary mover, but all the vertebrae are rolling around. The head and neck roll. Reverse. Go the other way. Around. Elbows flare out as you sweep through. You bring out your shoulders and neck where there's so much junk that accumulates for all of us. All the way through. And back to center. Feet hip distance. Arms wing. Reach up, look up, and then reach right hand higher and down. Left hand higher, down. Right hand. Left hand. Right. Left. Now both up and wing. And then a very important one here. So the arms, take them straight behind you. That naturally should hunch your back. So as we go this way with the arms, let your upper back round, let your head kind of fall forward into what you might call, not good posture. So we want to induce that bad posture, and then arms down, forward and up, reaching up, And now as much back bend as you can, but not from falling back, from actually lifting. You can see in my body, the middle and upper back, forward and up. So you're rainbowing up and over. And then forward, down, back. Go into that hunchback. Round the back, let your head and neck fall forward so that you can then come down, forward, and up with the arms and get rid of that hump in the back completely. Go for that middle and upper back bend. All right, so this is a prison break. It's a jail break. There's these places in the body that just get stuck, right? And so we want to go into the bad posture, find the mechanism for coming out of the bad, and then the opposite of the bad posture, that pull back, and then just bring the arms floating down in front. Neutral. Head and neck, chin down, neck down, right? So we're going head and neck down. Now on the way up, neck first. Neck, then head. Head on the way down, head first, followed by neck. On the way up, neck first, followed by the head. Head first on the way down, followed by neck. On the way up, neck followed by the head. One more. Head, then neck. Neck, then head, then level, middle. Turn the head right, then middle, left. Middle and right, a little skillful addition. Be soft and relaxed as you turn. Right at the end of your turn, apply a little extra force, just a little. So you're turning, and then you get to the end, and then you go a little bit more, but then relax that little bit more and just slide the head over to the other side. Float it. Get to the edge of that other side, and then apply a little bit of force, wringing out the rag, and then relax the force and just feel supple hydraulic turn. Get to the edge, and then apply some force, and then relax the force. Over to the other side, apply the force, force it a little, and then relax it. One more each way. The net result of doing this regularly increases the range that you can get to in the soft state. Back to middle. And now those head circles start small. So side, right? Back, side, forward. Side and back and side. Forward. Inevitably, you will encounter the Rice Krispies, the gravel, the sand, the little pops and crackles. Don't be afraid of them. In fact, realize that's gold. That's money. That's exactly what we need to be engaging with in the neck, head, upper back relationship. Is this bridge of the neck that gets so bound up. Let your circles get larger and larger. Another 3 or 4 rolls in that direction. On this next one, get all the way around until you're hanging your head in front and let go of it. Then, like there's a string tied to the crown of the head, the string pulls your head up like a bobblehead, because eventually we want this loose quality, right? This bobbly ability in the head instead of it being stuck onto the body. So that's our goal here, is freedom of the head. Really important for many different reasons. Other way, go a little bit left, back. So we start small, right, forward. So that was a smaller circle. Then we go a little bigger. Around. And a little bigger still. And just keep progressing. Larger and larger. Right. About 3 or 4 more. Should be somewhere near whatever your maximum is today. Last time, all the way around until your head hangs in front, and then just leave it there. Let it hang. Float the head up. Release your arms loose. Float your arms in front, palms facing down. Keep them facing down as you just swing up. Just loose. And then just let them swing. Keep that looseness. Let's stand up and sit down. Slide your feet back. Fold at those hips. Pour the weight forward. Let the weight go down through your legs all the way up to standing tall. First movement on the way sitting down is fold. Arms should still be loose. In. Twice more. As you get better at doing this in a relaxed way, you can then add speed, right? But as soon as we think speed up, usually we tense up. So practice that on these next two if you're feeling pretty good about it, to just go, can you add a little bit of what you might call speed without even 1 ounce of tension? Same thing sitting down. We don't want to grab on the body, so stay relaxed. And if you get good enough at the mechanics, you can do things swiftly. Like they're just like one event that occurs. Same thing here. One event. One event. So that's where Tai Chi is so amazing to me, that by slowing down and really getting in touch with the subtleties, the net result can be this speed, power, swiftness, lightness, all these wonderful things, but we do have to go, it seems, in the opposite direction to get there. You have to slow down, soften, become still, to then have this whole other canvas that we can work with. Again, standing up. Now, same thing with this squat. So go slow enough that you make sure to not punch the knees out. You get all the way down. Maybe you touch the earth. And then all the way up. And then just play with how, again, we're not sitting in the chair now. We're just doing that squat. We're just going sink. And so then play with, can you go just a slight bit faster, not with tension, but just by getting out of the way, controlling that movement. So you're going, oh, sink and rise. Make sure the sitting of the butt happens. So don't just fold over. Sink the butt. Sink it. And then rise. So that mechanic right here is so important. Okay, here we are standing. Now, Qigong, a couple movements we've done before. We haven't done them in a little while. From your middle, change your weight to your right leg so your left foot is empty. Change your weight to your left leg so your right foot is empty. So that's happening each time. As you go to your right leg, reach your right hand further down, float this wrist up. So this is very similar to the side-to-side movement in the chair, but now we bring it to the standing realm, and then we add on to it. So change to the left leg, right wrist up, left arm down, and then change. Change again. And yeah, I was going to say, James, exactly that. So it's not this, it's this. You see how this whole mechanic opens up? It's this puppet string thing here, like a puppet string tied to your wrist. Exactly. So the arm that's going down is what's called fang song, softening into length, as this one is floating up, and then softening into length as you change 100% to this leg reach, this foot empty. The middle pivot is still sort of a still point, but the whole body is changing its arrangement. And then we change the arrangement. And then we change the arrangement. So this tendency for us to become kind of like this, right? When we live in our lives, we're kind of this, stuck. You see my torso versus this. So that Taoist thing is about really opening up all of this sort of puppet string looseness, right? And then now your high hand, make it your right hand, goes forward as your low hand goes back. Now as your right hand goes down, that back hand, left hand, comes up like you're going to try to tickle your own armpit. And then they're going to switch. So this hand is now the low hand. So it goes down and back as this one comes out in front. Now as this hand goes down, this hand is coming up like you're trying to tickle the armpit. And now they switch again. Forward and back, down and up. Forward and back, down and up. So the same quality I was talking about in the previous little rendition of that looseness and that tipping and tilting and changing weight, you're always going into the leg of the arm on its way down, on its way down, on its way down, just freeing. Again, these are all a jailbreak. They're a jailbreak to get that stuckness out. Now pause. Your high hand comes back like you're going to tickle your armpit. Your low hand swings forward but not up. So forward but not up. Now this high hand goes down as this one comes up, and this high hand comes back as this low hand goes forward but not up. So it's down and up, back and forward, down and up, back and forward, down, up, back, forward. It's called left-right wheel, forward wheel, back wheel. And what's important is that low hand. So James, switch directions. Switch directions. Your high hand comes back. Back. Your low hand goes forward. And then that hand that's by your armpit goes down. Right? So it's difficult. So just feel how this has its brain challenge to create this circle. There's forward. Usually that's easier for people. And then this backwards is more difficult, right? And then done. Shogun. Closing. Cross your hands. Down. Now go to your left leg. Take your hands together and bring them up above your diaphragm. So chest, throat, face area. Now go to your right leg. So I'm going to my right leg. You go to your right leg as you open. Big open. And then go to your left leg, close. Go to your right leg, open. Inhaling. Left leg, close. Right leg, open. Left leg, close. Open. Close. Open. Close. That's the upper basin. Hands in front of the belly. Middle basin. Open. Close. Now you should still be going to your right leg when you open. right? So you should be going that way as you open while I'm going this way, because this is my right, that's your right. And then go to your left leg as you close. Inhaling, open, 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 open. Exhale. Lower basin, go in front of your groin. Go to your right leg as you open, left leg as you close. Right leg as you open, left leg as you close. James, do you see what I'm doing here? Hands are down here in front of the groin. Open, they stay down low. Close. Open, close. Open. Now, close. Go to your left leg, cross your right arm over top, and internally rotate. So turn the arms so your thumbs are closer to your body. The other way, James, the other way. That way, correct. So see how that hollows the front and opens the back. Now lift, open, go to your right leg, that would be that way. Go to your right leg as you open, coming down. Go to your left leg as you close. Now each time the right arm goes on the outside, just keep that in mind. Internally rotate, lift, go to your right leg that way, open, that would be inhale, and then exhale as you come down and cross right arm, internally rotate. The inhale begins, the inhale continues, the exhale begins, the exhale continues. It's called opening earth, closing, opening heaven, closing earth, right? We're opening the upper and then closing the lower. And then opening the upper, closing the lower. Two more. Now the complementary movement, it's not a direct reversal. Go to your right leg, open, lift, and then right around chest, shoulder level, slide across towards each other. As you're sliding across, go to your left leg. So go to your left, close, fold, and dive down. Now go to your right leg, that would be that way. Open and lift. Go to your left leg, close, fold, down. Go to your right leg, open and lift. Left leg, close, fold. Open and lift, that's natural inhale time. Natural exhale time. So James, you're doing the reverse of what I'm doing. Do what I'm doing here. Open, lift, close. There you go. Down the middle. That's right. Open, lift, close, down. Two more. Opening earth, closing heaven. Opening earth, closing heaven. So, Shogun, this little closing gesture. Cross your hands. Put all your weight in your right leg. Turn your left foot out 5 degrees. Change your weight into your left leg. Put your right foot in front. So now we shift into the front leg, shift into the back leg. Just notice that there's that movement. Now we combine that with shoulder blade range of motion. So shift into your right leg, protract shoulders and lift them. Go into your back leg, slide your shoulders back and down your back. Relax to neutral as you shift forward. Through neutral to forward or protract, lift, and then shift into your back leg, retract, and slide down. As you do neutral with the shoulders and arms, start going forward. So eventually this has a fluidity to it, right? It has this rocking and rolling. So James, do you see my shoulder blades here? Forward and up, back and down. So I teach the shoulder blades on the chair, right? Because that's easier to do. But once we start getting good at that, then you can start to do whole body gestures with these mechanics. That's how this stuff progresses. That's how we get better at them. That's how we get them to have even better effect. Now, reverse. So go to your back leg, squeeze your shoulder blades back and lift them. And then come into your front leg, bring your shoulder blades forward, down. Go to your back leg through neutral, squeeze shoulders back and up. Go to your front leg, slide the shoulders over top, down. Through neutral, back, up, over top, forward, down, back, up, forward, back, up, forward. Now switch your feet. Same exercise, just with the other foot arrangement. Bring right foot back, left foot forward. Go into your front leg, shoulder blades protract. You see how this space hollows, my shoulders come around to the front, lift, and then go to your back leg, squeeze the shoulder blades back, slide them down your back, and then let them hang in neutral as you start coming forward. Right? Forward and up. Shift back, squeeze them back, slide them down. Neutral. Again, as you get better and better at these, the goal is that they become what's called Schwen, or like the river. So then the movement stops becoming these this sort of mechanical connecting of the dots, which is where we have to start. But it starts to become this expression of fluidity and unification of the body through softness. One more. Reverse. Back leg, squeeze them back, lift up. Front leg, slide them over top and down, right? So that's the connect the dots version. It's back leg, squeeze back, lift. This is where you have to start. So work on this when needed. Forward, over top, down. Neutral as you go back. Squeeze them back, up. Then into your front leg, over top, down. And then see if you can get a little of that Schwen, that fluidity of. So then it starts to literally feel like the ocean. Movements start to have that quality. And Sue, you can add a little more external rotation here so that when you come over top, there's more internal rotation of the arms here. So the thumb's pointing in. And then this neutral rotation, then external rotation, and then around internal. So let it translate through the arms. Let it express through the fingers and arms. This turning. Yeah. Last one. And shogun. Settle. release, or cross and release. Now, shift your weight to your right leg, lift the heel and turn on the toe a little bit. Then put that foot back down in neutral, shift your weight, turn on the toe. Turn. Turn. Swing the arms. So look at my arms here, James.
Can you repeat? See how this turning is feet.
So we're turning the thigh bone, we're turning the body, we're twisting the spine, wrapping the arms, and then doing it to the other side. Other side. Other side. And then settle back to middle. Change your weight to your right leg. Swing your right arm forward, left arm back. Change your weight to your left leg, drop, swing. Drop, swing. 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 So you're changing weight, changing weight, changing weight. And settle. Flat. Alternate which is on top. So it's called flat, wrap, slap. So let the hands slap your body wherever they get. Right? And so we do the certain movements to open up these pathways, right? So that on top of that, we can then start doing other things with those same mechanics. And just let your arms hang. Stick your butt back a little bit. Sit your butt just a little. Float your arms up. Swing, 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 swing. Bring the hands up and hold. Softly settle down. Now, recall the exercise we did when we were sitting with the wide legs, where we opened like so, and we closed with the wrists on top, and we came down like that. So just recall that exercise, and we put that on top of a little more something. So put all your weight into your right leg, step your left foot back behind a little bit, just a little, turn the foot out. Now change the weight to that back leg and then to your front leg. And just notice again, we've got front leg, back leg. From the middle, you're just going down the front, down the back, okay? Now, stay in your back leg for a moment. Cross your right wrist on top of your left wrist. Come up, open, unfold, and take your hands down to the side. So from here, go into your front leg, shift your weight into your front leg, hands come up and over the front leg foot, that wrist over top. So in this case, it's your right wrist, right? So we came up over top and cross. Now stay in your front leg, swing back up. So James, what did I do? I went swing back up. Yes, there. Now stay there. Go into your back leg, open, and arms come down. So pay close attention as we go through this slowly. So look at my arms, James. Look at my arms. So just pay really close attention to the subtleties here. So here is this position. This is the end of one end of the position. Go into your front leg. Your hands come up and over. Cross your right wrist on top. Now stay in your front leg. Swing, swing back up. And then go into your back leg, opening, unfolding. So you're in your back leg, your hands come down, but stay open. Then you go into your front leg, the hands come up, over, top, out in front, right wrist on top, stay in your front leg, swing, swing up, back leg, opening, unfolding, front leg, over top, closing, folding, opening, unfolding. Over the top, in. So don't cut that short. Just because you're behind, don't cut it short. Swing, swing up. So James, you're not doing it. Swing, swing up. Yeah, you got to do that each time. And then opening, unfolding to here. Right? So there's a movement. So let's do this movement again. This movement all by itself that we did when we were in the chair, right? With this whole movement. But notice I'm letting my arms swing. So this happens all the time when people are learning this. They get stuck right here and then they come back up. Swing. Ow. Over top. Swing. So it's back leg, front leg, back leg, front leg. Make sure you let it swing, James. Don't run into yourself here. Swing past your body. So go ahead and do it. Swing. Yeah, every time. Every time. So it's a swing and an open, and then an over top, swing, back up to an open. Now let's switch legs. Right foot back, left foot in front. Now it's going to be left hand on top. Go into your left leg, over top, swing, back up, open, up over top. So if we go slow, so there's a range of motion to catch. There's something to see here. So, James, you with me? We'll finish right at the end here. So just try to get this last little bit here. Arms out here. All right, go into your front leg. Hands go up, up, over top. Now they're up high. They go down and back. So that's swing, and then they come right back up. So it's just swing, swing up, and then we're back to the starting place. Here, up and over, and swing, swing up, down. Once you get it, you got to kind of keep the attention on it. But once you get it, it's one of the most natural movements in the world. Pa. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, just let the arms swing. Pa. And then we close the whole practice with what's called sink chi wash organs. So rock a little to your heels, open, lift. Rock a little bit to your toes. Sweep the hands around, palms face up. Rock to your heels, folding, bringing the hands as if in the mouth, past the mouth, settle to the middle of your feet, hands settle to the belly. And then, like we did our squat, hips back, start sinking, and then softly release the arms to fully extend it down. Push through the earth, rise up to standing with loose arms. 2 more. Heels open, lift, toe, sweep around. Heels bringing in. Settle to the middle of the feet, hands settle to the belly. This is like letting it pool. And then we hips back, sink the buttocks, release the arms. Push through the earth and rise. One more time. This flushing of the plumbing, the chi plumbing. This movement promotes the flow of the chi in the body and its ideal pathways, according to the Taoists who spent quite some time studying. And then wing, roll, fold. Settle hands to the belly. Seal the practice. One hand, other hand. And then this little Taoist hand mudra. Grab a thumb, fold over top. That makes the Taoist symbol, the yin yang. Thank you, everybody. Great job. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute. We did a lot of sort of newish stuff, or new to you possibly, or just
Trading on Wall Street, the Dow is up 210
all right.
points. This is
Thank you.
NPR
Thank
News,
you.
live from KQED.
Take care. Good to see everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. See you.
Oh, wait. I'm
Huh?
not here next week.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
I'm not here Friday and the following Monday. So I am here Monday, but not Friday, Monday. So anyway, if you were going to be here.
Thank you.